Back to Barbara Knox. Barbara, does Albert's a fan? Lots of fans here. Does the street have many other famous fans?
Roy Hattersley and
no, but
the
famous.
the royal family. They don't get more famous than that, do they? Especially at the moment.
Yeah, the Queen Mother's a fan, isn't she?
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, yes.
Tell me what's going to become of Rita. Is she going to go through this travesty of a wedding? What do you think, Ted?
Well, I don't know. You see, I think...
Careful what you say, of course.
Absolutely. I think love would get you through anything. And I think this is what women do. They love. And let's face it, Rita's had some rough times, hasn't she?
She's been through the ringer, hasn't she?
She's gone round the block a few times, hasn't she?
And back again.
And I think women are daft, aren't they? Because they love a man, they will put up with things and take on... I think love will get you through anything. I really mean that, in real life. So I'm quite sure Rita will, because of her love of this man, cope. Whatever. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yes, you do. It's on later on tonight. You do know what's going to happen. You do. But you're not going to say it?
No.
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 All right, then.
Do I have to go now?
All right, then. Can somebody shine that light in this woman's face? We'll really put it through the third degree. Is there any truth in the rumour that you're going to quit the street? Because if you marry Ted, the sherbet salesman, he's going to... You're going to end up in foreign climes, you see, which mean... Are they writing you out?
Who says?
I know plenty.
Do you? Ah, well, now then, between you and me, I don't know.
You said that about 2 minutes ago.
I know. I repeat myself.
All right, let's get back to your nasty ways. But the nasty fellows that you've been hanging around with, like
yes.
Glenn Fairclough,
Yes.
Alan Bradley.
That was a story and a half, wasn't it?
He was a nasty piece of work.
Yeah. But you see, she loved him. You know, she put up with all that, and, you know, in spite of his ways and things, she kept thinking perhaps he'd change. And anyway, it was so brilliantly done by the storyline writers and the writers that she was the last to know, as in real life. You know, a woman never knows.
She never knew when Len...
No,
No.
not till he'd been
Down,
killed. Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
Bolton.
Yes, she didn't know that, you see.
Yeah.
But she coped with it, didn't she?
But you became a kind of agony aunt, didn't you, when the thing happened over Alan Bradley?
Yes. I mean, really, the street is so wonderfully constructed in every way, because I think we put our fingers on the pulse of what's going on out there. I think the power of the street, it reflects what's going on. And it proved it with that story, because I got thousands of letters, and I mean that, thousands of letters from ladies who were going through that, gone through it, been through it, lost everything. And they wrote to me. First of all, I got shoals of letters saying, "Dear Rita, now, as a friend, I have to tell you, he's a deadook. You don't know what he's doing. He's into that biscuit tin. He's pretending to be Len Fairclough." So I got loads of letters like that. He's telling me that. Then, as the story progressed and I knew a bit more about it, then I got those very heartbreaking letters from ladies who had gone through it. And what was strange, they weren't all on tatty paper. Some of it was very good stationery. Some were doctors' wives and very professional people's wives that were going through it. And they were giving me advice and telling me what had happened. And clearly, what is wonderful about the street, you see, we've reflected that. It was going on. And I think people thought that Rita could help them. I mean, all I am is an actress, but I mean, how wonderful.
Do you think they tapped a nerve? What about Randy Reg?
What about him?
I asked you first. What about Randy Reg?
Well, I think...
Are you and
well,
Reg ever...
well, you see, I think
Oh,
Rita
go on.
had... No, now she had a little 2 years after Alan, and I'm quite sure she would be petrified of another man. And then there came the silly season with Reg, which was nice. It was a nice little break, but, I mean, he's more of a buffoon, isn't he? I mean, he's not. I mean, he's a wonderful character. Wonderful, very funny. But
Does he think that you're a bit of a good time girl, do you think?
I know that he fancies Rita.
But
very
Rita,
much.
in her early days,
Yeah.
no saint.
No saint.
No saint.
Oh, no.
Do you think she's mellowed?
Yes. I think she's learned quite a lot, actually. I think she was trying to earn a living, a woman on her own. Then she met up with Harry Bates. Harry Bates, and that's how I got into the street, isn't it?
Yes.
You know, playing Mrs. Bates. And in actual fact, I wasn't Mrs. Bates at all.
No, you weren't married to him.
No,
Very
no, she
shrewd.
just lived with him and looked after the 2 children.
Do you remember that remarkable evening when she entertained at the club?
Oh, gosh, this
Here
is
it
a long
comes.
time ago, is it? You're going to show it?
No.
I don't pop my club for every man I see. Hey, big spender!
Get your sweaty hands off my husband. Didn't you hear me? I said, didn't you hear me, you brass-faced bitch?
What did you call me?
A brass-faced bitch. Brass-faced bitch. You bloody...
Oh, you are wicked. I didn't know that was going to be shown. Oh, Lord. The years are not kind, are they?
Well,
Oh, dear.
tell me
oh, dear.
about it.
You know, it's like when you're in something like this after a long time, it's like watching a moving picture of Dorian Gray.
oh, it's terrible.
It is. You look at yourself, you think, like, oh, the
Had you
chin's
forgotten that
going.
you'd done that?
I had no recollection of that. How long ago was that done?
Oh, it's about 18, just after the Napoleonic War. It was great.
I can believe it.
Now, to congratulate you as well. You won Best Actress in TV Times Awards. Remember that? That's
Thank you.
last
I did
year.
remember that.
Last year.
Yes.
And it isn't usual. Coronation Street is now accepted as a wonderful piece of work, but it takes a long time for people to accept
Yes.
that great performances can take place in soap operas as well, that soap actors can be
Yes.
good.
I don't know why. I don't know why, because, you know, a play, an actor and actress in a play that's put up for an award, they might have had 3 and 4 weeks to rehearse, which is the par for the course, and 2 or 3 weeks in studios. We have 2 days to rehearse, and we do an hour and a half television in that time, which is remarkable, really. The performances that come out of that, I think, are wonderful and sometimes unappreciated.
Yours not the least among them. Now, you've already seen your talent for singing, so we thought that we would ask you to sing for us.
Tonight.
Would you treat us to a few bars?
Oh, I'd be delighted to. Yeah.
Barbara Knox, If Love Were All.
I believe in doing what I can, in crying when I must, laughing when I choose. Hey ho, if love were all. I believe the more you love a man, the more you give your trust, the more you're bound to lose. Although when shadows fall, I think if only somebody splendid really needed me, someone affectionate and dear, cares would be ended if I knew that he wanted to have me near. But I believe that since my life began, the most I've had is just a talent to amuse. Hey ho, if love were all.
Isn't that lovely? Oh, lovely. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks to Barbara, thanks to all my guests. On Monday, among others, Joe Cocker, Marty Kane, and Desi himself. No, not Lynham, Desert Orchid, the horse. He'll be singing 2 tracks from his latest album. In the meantime, I hope to see you Sunday for the Health Show, televised tonic, which will not only provide 90 minutes of sparkling entertainment, but is guaranteed to leave you feeling the better for it. That's Sunday, 6:15, BBC One. Be there, or I won't be responsible for you. Till then, let's start the weekend with a bar of a song. Hey, give us another one.
Shall I? I'd love to.
Good night. Barbara, that was wonderful. Did you not like the way you sing? Sang like a bird.
Yeah, fine, fine.
If
No
you
wonder
weren't the
people love
slightest
you.
bit nervous in the interview.
Oh, I was, Danny. Thank you very, very much indeed. You have made me so well.
Ladies and gentlemen, Barbara and her accomplice. Yes. Well held. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to say you're the best audience we've ever had in the history. Now, because there are some Irish people in the audience, I'm only going... I'm only going to throw green jelly babies.